few years ago, a friend of mine said, I'm going to take a trip to Africa to do a gorilla trek. Well, what is a gorilla trek? Oh, you climb up a mountain so that you can view the mountain gorillas. Ah, I said, and totally put the whole thing out of my mind until this year. And I thought, why not? I better do it now before I get too old to climb the mountain to see them. Well, I'm 79 years old, but that makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. So, on June 2nd, I flew to Uganda, to the Bwindi impenetrable forest, and I was introduced to two families of gorillas. Can you imagine they have names? The first group, Window, is led by this huge, magnificent silverback named Window. The second group, Rushigura, is led by a young, very powerful silverback named Kabukojo. I just love that name, Kabukojo. But Kabukojo is a bad little boy. If he wants more gorilla ladies, he raids other gorilla groups and he fights until he gets what he wants. Both of these guys could squash you in a minute. But don't be alarmed, they're totally uninterested in the people who surround them trying to take the perfect picture. Oh, but I better start at the beginning. When you meet to take a gorilla trek, you are assigned a guide and a porter who's supposed to carry all of your things. Well, I can carry my things myself, I thought. Oh well, I'll just follow their rules. Little did I know, Apollo Kasengere was the young man assigned to carry all of my things in a backpack. That's my water, my lunch, any of the clothes I took off in the middle of the day because it was too hot, and at times almost carrying me up the mountain. Well, I knew they were mountain gorillas, but I had no idea. As a matter of fact, I'm embarrassed to say, I knew nothing of the continent of Africa. I was getting a quick course from two young boys who laugh no matter how difficult a situation is. And there was a lot of laughter, mine and theirs. Apollo took my hand or arm, encouraging me forward. And then there was the handsome guide, God Kananjeo, who teased me every time I said, "How much further? How much further?" He said I was strong and I definitely could make it. By this time, Apollo and Gad were calling me Mama. Now that's a great compliment, which I treasure. We went. Either Apollo or Gad were beside me, either pushing or pulling. I mean, it really is a mountain. And then suddenly, the magic. There they were. There the gorillas were. They had just finished their lunch and they were taking a nap. Babies were nursing at their mother's breast. Oh, a juvenile was showing off for all of us. He climbed a tall tree and he hung by one arm and he looked down to make sure that he was getting the perfect photo op. Gad took my cell phone to take more pictures. And there I was, sitting only a few feet from the magnificent Window, whose only interest was an afternoon nap. Oh, I just love thinking about him. Oh, this is gorilla coffee. I got it in Uganda, and I liked it so much that I found a place in the States where I could get it, pangold.com. It's rich and strong, just like the gorillas. Anyway, this isn't just about gorillas. This is also about who keeps the gorilla population and the human population healthy and educated. Dr. Gladys Kalema Zekusoka is a Ugandan veterinarian and founder of Conservation Through Public Health. We were so lucky she was with us on the trek. Her organization is dedicated to the coexistence of endangered mountain gorillas, other wildlife, livestock, and so important, humans. I went to the conservation building the first few hours of my stay in the Bwindi impenetrable forest. It's called the Gorilla Health and Community Conservation Center. A young man, Alex Gabarano, was giving a little talk about teaching the community about family planning, child care, education, and cleanliness, and how the human population impacts the gorilla population. I asked Gladys who Alex was and where they found him. I mean, he was just this natural with a gift of communication. And then I realized why Gladys is celebrated wherever she goes in the community. Alex was trained by Gladys to do the work of the organization, and he was hired from high school. He is now the community health field officer from Bwindi. Now this is a perfect example of how the gorillas help the community and how the community help the gorillas. The work that Gladys does with her team is about creating a space in which animals and humans can survive together. It isn't about taking from the community to satisfy some conglomerate. Rather, it is about caring and educating and sharing. We hear about people like Gladys, and when you meet her, you realize she and her kind are saving this world and all in it. For Gladys, it isn't just about her, but what she can do for the animals and the people on this planet. It was an honor to meet such a woman. Oh, I'll go back and celebrate with my 2 African sons, Apollo and Gad, and I can't wait to see Gladys. And then I'll climb the mountain again to see the magnificent mountain gorillas. I hope I'll see you there too.